In the last video we have seen the implementation of ring counter. Today we will be seeing the design and implementation of Johnson's counter using 4-bit shift register. In the Johnson's counter, the complemented feedback is given. All the flip-flops are cleared in the beginning. This is the circuit diagram for the Johnson's counter for 4 D flip-flops. The complemented output of the last flip-flop is fed back as an input to the first flip-flop. So here in the Johnson's counter, D bar is fed back as a DA. Whereas we have seen in the ring counter, the D output of the last flip-flop was fed back as an input to the first flip-flop. But in the Johnson's counter, its D bar, that is the complemented output of the fourth flip-flop, is connected as an input to the first flip-flop. This is the truth table for the Johnson's counter for 4 flip-flops. At the beginning, all flip-flops are cleared. So the initial state of the Johnson's counter is 0, 0, 0, 0. If the initial input is 0, 0, 0, the next trigger will make the output as a 1, 0, 0, 0. Because in this case, this is the output of the last flip-flop, and here in the Johnson's counter, the complemented output is fed back as an input to the first flip-flop. So the complemented output, that is 1 of the last flip-flop Q3, will be fed back as the input of the first flip-flop. So the first flip-flop store the state 1. For the next trigger, again it will continue. The complemented output of the last flip-flop will be fed back, that is 1 will be fed back as the first input of the first flip-flop, and the stored value of the first flip-flop will get shifted to the next flip-flop. So this was the stored value, will get shifted to the next flip-flop, and complemented output will be stored in the first flip-flop. So the next trigger will make the next state as a 1, 1, 0, 0. For the next trigger, it will be 1, 1, 1, 0, and so on. So it will continue till 8 clock cycle, and after the 8 clock cycle, so this is the 8 clock cycle, which is 0, 0, 0, 1. After the 8 clock cycle, the complemented output of the last flip-flop will become 0. So the next clock cycle will be 0, 0, 0, 0, and this will be continue for the next. So again the cycle repeats after 8th clock cycle. This is the truth table, the pin diagram for the Johnson's counter. The same IC 74164 is used to implement the Johnson's counter. Only the difference is, as we are giving feedback as a complemented output of the last flip-flop. So here, to get the complemented output, the NOT gate is used in between the connection of pin number 6 and the pin number 1 or 2. So the pin number 6 is going to the input of the NOT gate, and output of the NOT gate, which then we will get as a complemented output, is connected to either pin number 1 or 2. So this is the difference between ring counter and Johnson's counter. The rest connections are all same for the Johnson's counter. So the same IC is used for the Johnson's counter connection implementation, that is 74164. So IC is placed in the socket. The basic connections will be done first. 7 is grounded and 14 is VCC. So this is your pin number 14. As this is a 14 pin IC, we are skipping these last two pins again. According to the pin diagram, the pin number 1 and 2 are shorted. Shorted means the same patch cord is going from pin number 1 to 2. Among those 8 outputs, we are using only 4 outputs. So pin number 3, 4, 5 and 6 are given to the output cords. So pin number 3 is going as a first output. Pin number 4 is going as second output. Pin number 5, third output. And pin number 6 is the last, fourth output. Next, pin number 8 is given as a clock. So this time I will be using this automatic clock. So I will be connecting it to the 1 Hertz frequency. Next connections are, now here this is Johnson's counter. We need the complemented output. So to get the complemented output, we need to use the NOT gate. So the IC 7404 is used and is placed in the second socket. The basic connections are done, that is a VCC and ground. So pin number 7 is grounded and pin number 14 is connected to VCC for the NOT gate. Now for the NOT gate, pin number NOT gate is connected in between pin number 6 and shorting. So 6 is the input for the NOT gate and output of the NOT gate is going to the shorting. So 6 is the input. So from pin number 6, it's going to the pin number 1 of NOT gate, and output of the NOT gate, that is nothing but pin number 2, is going to the shorting. Shorting means either 1 or 2. So this is the connection. So we have completed the connection. Now we'll see the output. So at the beginning, all the bits, initially all the flip-flops are cleared. So all the bits are 0, output is 0. Now I am connecting it to the clock pulse. So you can see here the output according to the truth table, how the bits are getting shifted. Also we will see the output by connecting it to the manual clock. So initial stage it is 0 0 0, first trigger. Next, so 1 1 0 0, 1 1 1 0, 1 1 1 1, 0 1 1 1, 0 0 1 1, 0 0 0 1, 0 0 0 0. So it continues. After 8 clock cycle, it repeats the output. So this is the working of Johnson's counter. Thank you.